Hello and welcome back, guys. So, in this particular session, what we'll be doing is we will be looking at C problem, right? And this will be a new series regarding C. So, this will be the first problem, first episode, I mean. And in this, what I'll be doing is I'll be uh, solving this particular problem. So, what we need to do is we need to add all even numbers from 1 to n, right? So, of course, we will need the int variable for sum. Okay, that will be 0. Let's initialize that as well, and we need to loop as well, right? So for int I equals to 0, right, and I is less than uh so we need to add only the even numbers, right? So in order to do that, I'm not sure if we need to do equals to, then we need to do I plus plus, right? And then after that, what we need to do is we need to check a condition. Right, so if I is perfectly divisible by 2, which is what we have a remainder, right? So if it is perfectly divisible by 2, that means there won't be any remainder, right? Otherwise, there will be a remainder. Okay, so when we do that, we do equals 0, right? To get a remainder. How does that work? Is basically if we do remember the classical division that we used to do in like when we were little kids and all, right? So suppose if we have this problem, right? So what we used to do minus something like this, right? So it used to be like, like this, right? So that's how we used to solve maths. So in this case, we would get a remainder of 1, right? So essentially what we are saying over here is if the remainder is 0, in what case will that be 0? It will be a 0 in cases where we are, suppose if the number is next number is 4, okay? So in that situation, what would happen? We would be multiplying it with 2, and we would subtract 2 from it, and what would be the remainder? It would be 0, right? So that's how we check if it is a even number or not, right? So since we've checked it, and if that condition is true, right, so the percentage would give us this remainder element, the divide would give us this element, right? The product kind of thing. Okay, the divisor basically. And so if that is true, then what we need to do, we need to do sum equals to sum plus I, right? That's all we need to do, and we need to also return it, return sum, right? So we need to pass out the total value as well. So let's get rid of all this thing as well from here, right? We don't want to have that in our code. Let's run the code. Right, what happened? Okay, we missed a semicolon over here. Let's run it now. Okay, it should have been, I guess, equals to as well. Our result was 90 and 110. That means it has to be less than or equal to. Okay, so they want the number itself. If we are doing only until less than, the 30 won't be in, the 10 won't be included in such cases if n, if we were solving for this n equals to 10. Okay, we want it until, I mean, 10 inclusive. So when I run the code now, it should work just fine. All right. So let's just submit the code. Let's see how other people have done it as well. Okay, this guy has done directly like incrementing it with thing 2. This is a good solution as well. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, others have done something similar because you would have to loop less, na? That's why it's a better solution in my opinion. Okay, because you're doing you're starting from 2 directly, of course you will be going only 2, 4, 6, 8 like that, right? So that's why it's starting from 2 and then it's doing plus 2. If it was starting from 0, it would have been fine, but the first loop would be unnecessary, right? You don't need to loop 0 value, right? So this is a good solution in my opinion. Okay, so that's how we can solve it. and I showed you the better solution as well. So yeah, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for your time. Take care. Bye bye.